Salutations, Exile. Most builds in Path of Exile involve choosing a mechanic and scaling it as efficiently as possible. I made this build by choosing the worst possible mechanic and scaling it in the least efficient way. As we near the end of Legion League, many players have stopped playing, and rather than let their items go to waste, they donated them to me, with the strict provision that I completely waste all of it in the worst ways possible. I stopped counting after 100 exalts. The result is an extremely specific set of gear designed to utilize the most expensive meta gear in the worst possible way. Poison default attack! I also self-imposed many restrictions on the build. The only skill gems I can have socketed are auras, and I cannot use any other skills of any kind, with the sole exception of the Tentacle Whip on the Mark of the Elder, because it's technically just several default attacks, and it only triggers on kill. We are scaling poison damage primarily using the Eternity Shroud unique chest. It grants 5% of all elemental damage as extra chaos damage per shaper item equipped, which we are using as the base damage of our poison. We get flat elemental damage through a cold damage per dexterity bow and ludicrously expensive dexterity stacking items. Converting 40% of the cold damage to fire using a shaped pyre unique ring allows the Eternity Shroud to add it as chaos damage twice. Thankfully, a Mark of the Elder was better in slot than another shaped pyre, which saved me about 15 exalts, which contributed to the roughly 100 exalts I spent crafting this amulet. I could have bought a better one for like 10, but I had currency to burn.
It's not about money, it's about sending a message.
The single target damage is carried by our flasks, and the clear is carried by the Pathfinder's poison proliferation. The combined DPS of the hit, ignite, bleed, and poison is roughly 100,000. With this build, everything in the game becomes a challenge. No enemy is beneath your notice. If you kill an enemy in one hit, it doesn't proliferate its poison, so weaker packs are actually harder to clear than stronger packs. Bosses become a half-hour battle of attrition. This is the way the game was meant to be played.